Hi everyone, my name is Domenica Ramirez and I will be talking a little bit about what the Anatomy and Physiology class is about. I will be talking about Anatomy and Physiology 1 only since it does have two quarters, which is AMP1 and AMP2. I will let you guys know, give you guys a little bit of a description of what we do throughout the quarter, and just to let you guys know, there is a lecture class and there is a lab class as well, and they are not the same. You do have to go to the lecture and as well as the lab. Don't miss class at all because you guys will lose a lot of information. So for those of you who are taking Anatomy and Physiology as a prereq, I feel like this will help you a lot because you will have a little bit of a concept of what Anatomy and Physiology is. So I will talk to you guys about what we're doing in the beginning, the middle, and the end. So in the beginning, what we usually do is learn the body regions. And what I would recommend for this is taking the medical terminology class before taking Anatomy and Physiology. What we do in medical terminology is learn how to pronounce the words, since we do use really big words, and it would give you time to know how to spell the words, because a lot of instructors do dock points out for not knowing how to spell the words. And I have a friend named Martha Mencia, and she highly recommended this book for me, which is an analogy guide. I use this book for, it's a coloring book. I used it for the lab class. For example, the skull right here. I colored the skull in different colors just so I can memorize each part of the skull, the name of it. And she recommended this. This book is cheaper if you buy it online, just to let you guys know. It is, I would say, about $40 cheaper. I mean, you will save good money here. Another thing we do during the quarter, which is like in the 5th, 6th week, which is the middle of the quarter, is we learn about the skeletal system. And what I would recommend for this is taking notes in the note cards or listening to your recordings. So do recordings, please. For example, with your phone or with anything you can, I would do recordings just so you can listen to the lecture again, because a lot of instructors do talk pretty fast. We do have tests with some instructors once a week on 2 to 3 chapters, so I would highly recommend recording just so you won't miss all that good information, because you don't know what to expect on a test, really. And then another friend, her name is Diana Morales, she recommended doing pictures for lab. She did, she recommended me taking pictures for the lab class, and I would do it for, like, for example, for the bones, and even histology, because in AMP1 you guys will be learning about the layers of the skin, and you guys will obviously be tested on that, and you're not going to remember with one day of lab class. So I would recommend taking pictures, and then on the back of the picture what you can do is the answer key, so you can like quiz yourself, and you can do that anywhere, at an appointment, doctor's appointment, or just anywhere. And then another student from California, Canada College, he recommended taking really good notes, using the note cards like I said earlier, and he said that helped him a lot for memorizing. So for those of you who are not so good at your notes, you can do note cards, and then or vice versa, you can do notebooks. So I really recommend taking really good notes during your class and doing the recording like I said, so you won't miss any important information. And then another thing I would recommend is, I would recommend not missing any class at all, because you guys will lose a lot of information. For example, let's say you miss one day, you can lose up to 1 chapter or a chapter and a half of information. And really, who is going to give you those notes if you don't, let's say you don't know no one from class, who are you going to get the notes from? And the instructor doesn't record herself most of the time, most instructors that I know. So where are you planning to get the notes from? So please record and don't miss class at all. Or lab, because sometimes, about lab, you can also go to the open labs, but then at the same time, a lot of open labs don't have all the things that you need. For example, let's say you want to learn about the bones, they might have muscles only. So please go to the lab as well, and then you can go for the open lab, so just to dock your memory and see what you know and quiz yourself. And then another thing I would like to say about this is make sure that you do buy your book because you might need that, most likely, right? You might need your book, and then I would recommend buying it online. Like I said earlier, I bought my book online, and the bookstore was like probably like $200, and I got it for $70. So those are points that I would like you guys to look at before taking AMP, and I hope this helped a lot.